Hey everybody, video here for you today. Actually, this is my second video. I uploaded a video with all my friends singing a little bit earlier, and I'll leave the link for that below. That was a fun video to put together. And those people, well, I should say this, I'm about the luckiest guy in the world as far as being a music lover, being able to go out and listen to those talented friends. I just want to say that. I also want to give a special shout out to Patrick Sieben, who is in that video. I know he just got married in Hawaii, and Patrick is also from Minnesota. He is from Hastings, and we have had some good talks about hockey and fishing at the Hastings Dam. Now, if you follow my channel, you know I like to be thorough and document as many ancient sites as possible. All the pyramid sites in Egypt I did about a year and a half ago. The ancient America sites, well, I might be done with that video maybe in like 2036. But here we go today. We're going to go down and document an ancient site in Malta. This is called the Tarxien Temple, and I know Megalithomania UK, Hugh Newman did a video from here a while back, and I'll leave the link for that below, and maybe we'll even talk a little bit about that. But there is a cover on this place, so that doesn't help out too much. What, do you think this is my first rodeo? Let's go down and take a look. They put a walkway in here, a lot like Göbekli Tepe, I think about 6-7 years ago, but some of this is reconstruction, but it's reconstruction based on what was actually here. But here you see what would have been monumental construction. And there was some designs on some of this stuff here. I don't know if we'll be able to see it from here, but this place, how old is it? Well, we'll read about that in a second. But as we are on this walkway, you notice there are these spiral designs here. You see them right here. And some of these are in areas where they're kind of covered up here today. And I know Hugh talks about that in his video. But this place, a lot of interest in this place on Malta. But this video here is more just documenting an ancient site, not really doing a ton of research on it. And a lot of my videos are seat of the pants, but here you see some of the megalithic work, and a lot of this reminds me and others of Göbekli Tepe. But just exactly how old is this place, and if any of you want to comment on this stonework, I know you will. But how old is this place? And the details on this place, well, let's just read. It says the Tarxien Temples were discovered by local farmers in 1913 and excavated between 1915 and 1919. The oldest of the four structures only survived at ground level, but the 5 apse plan is still visible. The remaining ones are the South Temple, the East, and the Central Temple. The South Temple is the most decorated one. The South Temple has well-cut slab walls and oracle holes with cremation remains, suggesting that it was used as a Bronze Age cremation cemetery. And the Central Temple has evidence of arched roofing. I will leave a few websites below, but here is another look at some of that stonework in here. And some of this is original, and some of this is reconstruction. Now the standard line on this place is it is maybe 5,500 years old, somewhere in the mid-3000 BCs. So that is very old. And the big question is here, is it could it even be older? And a lot of this place reminds people of Göbekli Tepe. And I know Graham Hancock has talked about that. And I know Hugh Newman brings that up in the video that I'll just give you a little peek at here. But big questions here. But an impressive site that goes back many thousands of years. And here's another look, and there was designs found on the original stonework here. And once again, some of this is original and some of it is a reconstruction. And when they did excavation here, this was found, and this is really a unique figure. And they figured this was a goddess figurine. And I've talked about those in a few videos, but all that remains is the feet. And it looks like a few designs on here, but you can't really make them out. But that is certainly interesting. Here's some of the megalithic stonework here, and this reminds some of the pillars still in the quarry at Göbekli Tepe, just kind of the size and shape of them. But how old is this place? Well, I guess there are no solid answers. But here is Hugh Newman's walk around the site, and I will leave the link for this video below, but he talks about possible bow carvings on these stones. 5,600 years old. The ancient people used the waterways and the oceans as highways. They weren't barriers. But here's the Tarxien Temple right here, but right I mean literally a mile or two away, is the Hal Salfieni Hypogeum. Let's go down there and take a look. Now here we are down in Street View, and we have speculated about Göbekli Tepe, and is there an association to the underground city of Derinkuyu? Well, right by this Tarxien Temple, we have this underground Hypogeum, and this place is pretty amazing. You can go down here on Street View. Let's just go down and explore a little. They say there could have been as many as 7,000 cremations or burials down here, but this is pretty fascinating. The amount of work it would have taken to construct this underground place is pretty mind-boggling, but certainly a fascinating place to explore, even if you're just sitting here on your butt on Google Earth. Different rooms probably had different meanings, and this place went down and down and down and down, and this place does have a little bit of a Derinkuyu feel to it, just a little bit. But man, what a fascinating place, and you just wonder what the deal was way back in time. Was above ground uninhabitable for a period, and did this have anything to do with that? But you go down and down and down here, places what the heck was actually going on here a long time ago. But that is a look at the Tarxien Temple on Malta, and I haven't done a video on Malta for probably at least a few years, so that's overdue. Hope you thought that was interesting. We are just documenting sites from around the world on this channel. Hope you thought that was cool, and you all have a very nice day.